Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn about the last application of your Biot-Savart law. What it says that find the magnetic field on the axis of a circular current loop. We need to calculate the magnetic field on the circular current loop. Imagine a point. Here I have drawn a diagram already for you. Imagine a point P where we need to calculate a magnetic field. Let us imagine that the current which flows in this conductor, let that current be I. The I current is flows through this circular loop. Let dl be a part where we have considered, because of that what will be the magnetic field at point P. This point P at a distance r from dl. Let A be the radius of this ring and it is situated from the distance P at a distance x. Okay. So this is what we have done. Understand what we have done. We have drawn a loop. Okay. We have drawn a loop that have a radius of A. Consider a point, circular point. So this is at distance x. Let this point be called P. Okay. This is a small current element dl. Because of this I need to calculate the magnetic field at point P. Okay. This P is making some angle theta with it. If it is making theta with it, this P is going to get resolved into two component, right? So how I am going to resolve this? So the resultant of this P will be in this direction. So if this is theta, so this can also be theta. So obviously this component will be my dB cos theta and this component will be my dB sin theta. Correct? Similarly, I have the another for the back side of this. I have made this x dash and y dash. So I hope this diagram is clear for you. Now we are going to start and solving the expression for the magnetic field on the axis of a circular current loop. Okay. So what Biot-Savart law says, according to Biot-Savart law. Okay. What is this Biot-Savart law says? We already know. From this what I can say? dB is equals to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl sin theta upon this distance. If you will see from there, what is the distance we have? We have the distance r because it is situated at point P. Okay. Now this is nothing. Now what I am doing is I am simply writing what I have observed from here. Okay. This is something rough work I am doing for you. If you will see here r, this is making an right angle triangle. So what will be the value of my r? So I can say r is nothing but a root of a square plus of x square. This I can say. Correct? Now what is this k? K is equals to mu naught upon 4 pi. This we already know. Okay. From the given triangle, what is my sin theta if I need to calculate? Sin is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. What is perpendicular? A. And what is hypotenuse? R. So these things I have already calculated and I have kept it because I need to use it later. So this will be my magnetic field where along which direction? Along PQ direction. This will be the magnetic field about PQ direction. If you will see in this expression, you will find that your sin theta will be 90. Why it is 90? Because the dl is perpendicular to r. This dl is perpendicular to r. So what I will get from the above expression? I will get mu naught upon 4 pi I dl sin 90. Sin 90 will be 1. So I will get this IDL upon r square. I can write this way. Correct? So this way I have got the equation. Now similarly for xy dash component, what I am going to get? I am going to get the same equation from this expression. Now if you will see at this point P. At this point P, what you have observed that this P point is get resolved into two components. Okay, so now here at this point P, okay, this point P is get resolved into two component. Why it get resolved into two component? Because of xy and because of x dash y. So similarly from x dash y also I will get the same equation. So you will see here that the magnetic field, when this point when I need to calculate the magnetic field, the resultant will be Q and Q dash. So dB cos theta and dB cos theta, it has the same magnitude and opposite direction. So dB component get cancel, and sin theta I will be having. So what I will get from the above expression, I will say that it get resolved into two components. Okay, it get resolved into two components. What are the two components, if you will see? First one is dB sin theta and the second one is dB cos theta. So if I will talk about sin theta is along the axis, correct? And if I will talk about dB, so it will be perpendicular to the point P, or I can say to the axis, correct? So what we have seen from this, that the sine component only left because dB cos theta and dB cos theta, they both cancel each other and we are only left with the dB sin theta. So we need to calculate the result because of the dB sin theta. So we are going to calculating it. So the total magnetic field, is because of dB sin theta component. So how I am going to write it? I am going to write it at this particular point. I am going to write B is equals to 0 to 2 pi, because I need to integrate throughout 2 pi a, and this will be dB sin theta. Okay. So what is the value of my dB? dB value we already know. What is that? Mu naught upon 4 pi I dl upon r square, and sin theta I am writing as it is, and integration from 0 to 2 pi a. Okay. Now sin theta value I have already done for you. What is that? That is a upon r. What is the value of r? A square plus x square. Okay. So now if you will see here that we have the value of we have the value of r, we have the value of sin theta. So we can substitute this. So when I am going to substitute this, what I am going to get is, only I need to integrate one term, that is your dl. So what I am going to do is, I am going to write it down here outside 4 pi. Okay. What is the value of my r square? R square value, if you will see that already they have given a square plus x square, we have to substitute. So before doing it, what I am going to do is, I am writing here as it is I r square, and this will be sin theta. Okay. And integration from 0 to 2 pi a, and that is your dl. Okay. So what we are going to do is, we are going to substitute the value. So B is equals to, we will have mu naught upon 4 pi. I will come as it is. What is the value of sin theta? A upon r. We already have this value, r square into, okay, the integration of this will be what? 2 pi a. Okay. Now, so what I am going to get? Mu naught upon 4 pi. Okay. I a r cube. Okay. 2 pi a. Now r value we have this. So what I am going to get? Mu naught upon 4 pi. This I will multiply 2 pi I a square. Okay. Now here what I am going to get is, r cube value will be a plus x square whole to the power 3 by 2. Okay. So this will get cancelled. Pi se pi get cancelled. So what I am going to get? Mu naught upon 2 a square plus x square whole to the power 3 by 2 I a square. This will be the magnetic field for this case. Okay. So this expression will gives us the magnetic field in this particular case. Okay. So now we are going to see the cases. So this is clear to you how we have obtained this expression for magnetic field. Now we are going to see the cases for this particular. What will be the case in this particular that what all possible cases, that how we are going to get the magnetic field in certain cases. So we are going to see the cases, okay, special cases we are going to see, okay. So we are moving forward in this case, special cases. First case. What the first case says, if suppose we have the area of the loop, if imagine we have the area of loop is pi a square is equals to a, okay. So how our equation will get changed as b is equals to, we already obtained the final expression, I am writing here for you, final expression mu naught upon 2 x square plus a square whole to the power 3 by 2. And here we will have I a square. This is the expression which we have already obtained, okay. So now here when we have this pi a square is equals to a, so our equation will change as mu naught upon 4 pi 2 a I upon a square plus x square whole to the power 3 by 2. And this will be represented as Tesla because of the unit of magnetic field. So this is the first case. Now the second case, what the second case says, if suppose we have, if we have number of turns, if we have number of turns in the loop, if we have number of turns in the loop, so whole will be multiplied by n. So this equation will be changed as same it will be, but only the change comes as mu naught upon 4 pi, that is 2, instead of this we already used 2 pi a square, okay, and this will be n I upon a square plus x square whole to the power 3 by 2 Tesla. This will be your second case. Now the third case we will talk about on the center of the loop, on the center of loop. When we will go to the center of loop, that time this value will be 0. So x will be 0. So the equation changes as mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi a square ni whole divided by, now here what you are going to left with, only you are going to left with the expression of a cube. So further you can cancel a square and a cube also. So this will be your third case. Now last case, fourth case, if x is much greater than a, okay, so what will happen? In the above expression we have seen that we have neglected the x because of its center. When it is at center means distance will be 0. In this case we will have the equation mu naught upon 4 pi 2 pi a square I whole divided by x cube Tesla. Okay, so this will be the 4 special cases. This derivation is one of the most important derivation for your board point of view. So study this wisely, and if any doubt you have, you can ask me. Thank you.